have reached yet another science fiction moment in the history of the American automobile, or at the very least, that's what Hyundai would like us to believe, and then get about the business of spending money. But the flip side is another reality moment about what being careless and reckless can mean to a human life, and the shock of what we thought was being fixed, and that it's still putting people in danger. It's where we get to work by getting in. Buckle up, hang on, pedal to the metal. The nationally recognized expert on absolutely everything automotive. If it's got wheels, she knows it. Welcome back to Car Coach Lauren Fix. Lauren, good to see you again. We have to start on a dark note here today because a Texas teenager was killed last week. Another Takata airbag ruptured and killed her. But here's the thing that is most distressing. The vehicle's been recalled multiple times since 2011. The family that has owned the car for 5 years said they received no recall notice whatsoever. There are dangerous airbags and dangerous moments still sitting out there. How do we get in touch with these people who don't know they've got something in their car that can kill them?
Well, first off, you get a recall notice if you're the original owner. When it changes hands, if it wasn't through a dealer, let's say it was sold at a used car lot or sold to a friend or some random person, there's no way for Honda or any manufacturer to know who has that vehicle at that time. Each state registers their own vehicles, so you'd have to track it that way. However, all this news we're doing, whether it's on the internet, radio, TV, print, you name it, we've all been telling people, if you own these vehicles, don't wait. And if you saw the piece of metal that went through that girl's carotid artery right here in her neck, it killed her instantly. It is horrifying. It is absolutely chilling. Please don't let this happen to anyone. You know somebody has one of these vehicles on the list, and there's a lot of these Japanese vehicles. There's BMWs on the list. There's even a couple Ford products that are more on the performance side. Please get them fixed because this was an accident. She should have survived.
People, be smart. At least look, even if you think you don't have one, at least just look into this because this can save a life. Next up, Toyota has had connected cars. Hyundai now working on the technology to allow cars to detect maintenance problems and fix themselves. Okay, that's it. I'm done. The Jetsons are here finally. We have finally reached that point. What, fix themselves? Is this serious?
Listen, there's $62 billion of undone maintenance per the Car Care Council. We track this stuff on a continual basis. We want people to take care of their cars. 9 out of 10 vehicles have something wrong with them on the road. So if Hyundai thinks that they can help you, sure, they might be able to help a small emissions problem, but they're not going to be able to change your oil. They're not going to be able to replace your brakes or your tires. Things that wear and tear will have to go to a technician. And one of the things the dealers really want is what's called dealer retention. They want you to go back to the dealer. And think about it, pretty much 40% of every cars that are sold, that's 4 out of 10, go back to the dealer, even when maintenance is included. How do you reach those people? You let them know right in front of their dashboard. Oh, you got a problem, go to your dealer now.
I get it.
So this
I get
be
it.
a little way to get them back.
I get it all the time. This is a false sense of security, though, because you and I both know people are going to be saying, I own a car that can fix itself right now. I don't have to do anything. Then it dies on the side of the road, and they're going, okay, it's your fault, the dealer. We'll have to follow this at another time. Exactly. Yeah. 60 seconds left. Here we go. Tesla, their brand new Model 3. Everybody thinks they're going to get a $7,500 tax credit when they buy this. Lauren, this sounds like bait and switch to me, because now it looks like by the time the car goes into production, people will not be able to get the rebate.
Right, it'll be halved at that time. And the reason is anytime you've made 200,000 vehicles, and he's pretty close at about 160,000 projected for this year, and he plans to ramp up production on that Model X, which he's running excessively behind, you won't see that Model 3 in hands of people until possibly late 2017 or even late into 2018. At that time, that could be halved or even no credit left. Now, some states are still offering battery plug-in or the hybrid plug-ins, but I will tell you this, sales are down dramatically. Even the Nissan Leaf, which is the #1 selling plug-in vehicle of a full battery plug-in, has sold half in 2015 than they did in 2014. That's only 17,000 cars. That's not a lot of vehicles. And now we got the Chevy Bolt coming out. They're going to make it to market well before the Tesla Model 3. Let's see how many of these actual deposits turn into real sales. Because I'll tell you what, look into it a little deeper and you'll see a lot of their employees were forced to put deposits down. So a little bit of P.T. Barnum here when it comes to Elon Musk.
Thank you. Bait and switch. That's all I hear right now. Hey, come on in. We'll get $7,500 for you here. I'm sorry, but it's only $3,000.
We didn't tell you. You're not eligible. I'm sorry.
What a shock. I never would have guessed. Stunning it all. Check out all this and a whole lot more. Go to laurenfix.com. I know you're racing this weekend. Be safe, young lady.
Yes, we are.
See you
Thank
next
you
week.
so much.
All right, take care of yourself. And you take care of yourself on it. Rock on, everybody. Have a great weekend. Come on right back here on Monday. We question everything. We do it every day right here on The Hardline.